managers. This is Dr. P.K. Misra from Kumaon University. Presentation of my topic is on topic of my presentation is theoretical estimate of the probability for macromolecule formation. There are following points in my presentation: introduction and motivation behind this model and the method that we used to discuss probability for macromolecule formation. Then conclusion based on these results and the references. So macromolecule are made of, say, variety of monomers. If all the monomers are identical, we may have a polymer chain. If molecules are different, monomers are different, we have heteropolymer chain. So naturally occurring polymers are normally heteropolymer chain. So there are four variety of major variety of macromolecules. These are the lipids, carbohydrates, nucleic acid, and proteins. Lipids are the non-polymeric macromolecules. The macromolecules are formed by the process of dehydration, and these monomer of the molecule may act as a solute in the solution, and they may add together to form a long macromolecule. So we would like to see how these macromolecules are formed and what are the thermodynamical conditions required to form a long macromolecule, which are made of different monomers. So for that we have Boltzmann weight corresponding to different monomer that has different value, and we have we are familiar that the biomolecules are semi-flexible. So we introduce stiffness in the chain through Boltzmann weight corresponding to bending energy of the chain. So we rely to oversimplified model for a long macromolecule through lattice model. So we have lattice model on a square as well as cubic lattice. We consider ideal chain. And the volume of the monomer is negligible, and a 2 and a 3 dimensional case has been taken into consideration to mimic conformation of the chain. We are Walker is allowed to take steps along plus y, plus x, minus x direction as well as plus minus y direction. This is the case of 2-dimensional ideal chain. Conformation we are generated using square lattice. In the case of 3 dimension, we have possible direction plus minus x, plus minus y as well as plus minus z direction to make conformation of Gaussian chain in 3 dimension. So we have 4 different type of monomers, that is A, B, C, and D. These monomers are arranged along the backbone of the chain. So when there are monomers A and B combining together, leading to have release of energy, say 2 ES. Wherever when C and D combined have a possibility of bonding, which leads to production of energy, that is 3 ES. So in this case, suppose we model this chain as a walk. So this is the case of square lattice. This is a starting point. We have this walker who can take steps along, say, plus x direction, minus x direction, plus y direction as well as minus y direction. So this is the case of 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 step walks. So 5 steps walk is that, so it has Boltzmann weight correspondingly, and number of bends are 1, 2, 3, and a 4. This is the case G power 5, K power 4. This is the 5 step walk in 2 dimension. Similarly, in the case of 3 dimensional model, we have starting point is O, and walker is allowed to take a step along all possible directions. So we have Boltzmann weight corresponding to 9 step walk having 7 bends, and there are 4 weight factor which appears because of bonding between the two monomers. This is the participation in general for a chain of n monomer long. There are n number of n time ES energy generated due to bonding between AB and CD pair, monomer pairs, and NB is the total number of bands in the chain. This is average number of AB pairs, and this is average number of CD pairs, and this is the length of your monomers, and this average number of monomers in the chain. So this factor Na is a fraction of AB bonding pairs, and NB factor is CD bonding pairs, and NC is AB versus CD bonding pairs. These all calculations are analytical. So we have this is the phase diagram for the case of two-dimensional model, Gaussian model, chain model, and this is the case of three-dimensional ideal chain model. So this, in this case, what happens? Here, this is the boundary which separates. There is no AT and a CG pair. AT we are calling A and B, that is AT pair. C and D, that is CG pair. Say we may think of, say there is a single strand DNA, single DNA, single strand of a DNA, where there is a possibility of AT and A and B bonding together, that is AT pair, and C and D bonding together, that is like CD, CD pair. So below this line there is no pair between there is no pair of AT and CG, but beyond this line we have possibility of AT pairing, and beyond this line, above this line, we have possibility of AT as well as CG pairing. This is the case of three-dimensional model. So this is the probability of AT pairing, how it varies with the bonding energy between AT pairs, or AT and CT pairs, and CG pairs, and this is the bending energy of the chain. This is the case of this CT pairing, probability of pairing between C and T monomers, C and D monomers basically. So this is the bonding energy, and this is the bending energy, how it is varying with the, this NB is varying with respect to ES and EB. This is the case of average is ratio of AT to CG pairing, how it is varying with the bonding energy and bending energy of the chain. This is the case of three-dimensional model. Again, we have shown AT pairing, probability of AT pairing with bonding energy and bending energy. This is the CT pairing, C and D pairing is basically C and D pairing with a bonding energy and a bending energy. This is ratio of AB to CD bond pairing, or AT-CG pairing ratio, with how it is varying with the bonding energy and bending energy of the chain. So this is the value of transition point for the case of 2D model. You can see it when there is a very stiff chain. In that situation, this omega C2 upon omega C1 has a ratio that is 1.5. Okay, this ratio is 1.5. But at height, for the case of semi-flexible chain, there is a large entropy, so there is no ratio. This ratio 1.5 is not seen yet. This ratio between omegas, this ratio of omega C2 upon omega C1 is not 1.5 for a flexible chain. Similar situation we have seen in the case of three-dimensional model, where omega C2 upon omega C1 is 1.5, about 1.5 for the stiff chain, but in the case of flexible chain, it is not so because of large entropy associated with the chain. So in this case, we have seen probability of formation of a long macromolecule which is made up two different type of monomers, four different type of monomers, I mean A, B, C, D. However, for the sake of mathematical simplicity, we have taken bonding energy between, say, AB pairs and CD pair. They are related somehow. That ratio is one. The bonding energy is related to 3 by 2 factor. 3 by 2 factor. That's why it maybe a stiff chain regime we are having this factor 1 by 1.5 between the weight factor of this bonding energy between the two monomers. So all these calculations we have done for condition under which we have infinitely long change possible. For 2D case, GC is 1 by 4, and for the case of 3D model, it is 1 by 6. So we have shown how this bonding energy and bending energy modifies this probability of bonding between AT and the CG pairs, and how this AT-CG pair ratio varies with this bonding energy of the chain. So this completes our discussion about the probability of formation of macromolecule in the thermodynamic limit. So these are the differences that we have taken into consideration for this study. Thank you.